All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Luck on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. On second down, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On first down, Breeze. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Breeze now on first down. On a crossing route that's complete to Clark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll run it here. Well, it shifts past him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Catch, good for 8 and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but nah.
That ball's going to be caught by Clark. Touchdown, New England. as his guys are in for 6. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. Past the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now he's flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Rolling.
To throw is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and 2, Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think the ball's out, and the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing now is Breeze. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Right back to him on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
From the 50, it's Locke. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Locke throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Locke. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the kick by Butker is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. So the Patriots coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And McManus able to put it through. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can try to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Breeze. Left side, it's Dorsett. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Gorman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gallman will run it, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Monday.
Block on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Luck. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
11. 12. Go ahead. Yeah, easy.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here we go on fourth. Luck rolling to his left. He's got the hook up to Lee. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Butker now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they pointed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Luck. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Breeze now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Breeze now. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Breeze to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1 yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Cordero Patterson with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here. Luck now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. His throw incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man is Grant. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Luck. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 45 yards. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
That is caught at the 7th. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
12. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and a mile. Throwing is Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. In for the score. And the Patriots continue to roll. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Gallman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.